Hello Star Wars YouTube fans, thank you for visiting my channel today, Johnny Star Wars. If you are new here today, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date for future Star Wars content. Got a character here for you today called Giran. So this figure came out as part of the Legacy collection in 2009. I wasn't a collector of new vintage collection figures at the time this figure came out, but I do remember it coming out and thinking what a fantastic looking figure, as was the case with a few other figures from the Legacy collection at that point in time. So sort of back then I was just mainly concentrating on collecting my original vintage sort of Star Wars figures, etc. But you know, you kept seeing these awesome figures coming out, and that sort of led me really to get into collecting sort of modern vintage figures as well. So with the modern vintage line, there's, you know, I don't know, probably a couple of hundred if not more figures, so it does get quite expensive to get some of these figures. But I saw this and I thought definitely got to get this figure. It's such an amazing figure. You know, the sculpt on this is absolutely superb. So this guy Giran helped, was assistant to the chap that looks after the rank. I forget his name, the big fat guy. So you might let me know that in the comments. But so this, he helps him now. I'm not sure if you actually see him on one of the skiffs later on as well, so you might want to let me know that in the comments as well. But just give you an overview of this figure. So he comes with this vibro staff. To me, it's mostly a moulded plastic, but I think it does have a slight paint application to the blade on this. But for the most part, it just looks to be like a moulded plastic. The face is really what I love about this figure. So this is a Nikto species. This particular headdress comes off, and then you get that amazing sculpt there. To me, that's so realistic, and then the color shade on that is superb as well. So that's really what I love about this figure. He's got very nice subtle paint application to that sort of chest armor. So I'm not sure it's coming in the video too well, but you've got sort of nice subtle shades there, and then also to this sort of wrap around sort of tunics type skirt, some nice detail and paint applications there. And then the actual sculpt to this sort of leg wear with these sort of folded pleats and leg straps and things, absolutely gorgeous. And then the back of the figure, again, some nice paint application there as well. So took me a while to actually get hold of this figure. You do see some quite expensive prices for it. I think it's easier if you're in the USA to get this figure than UK or Europe, but took me a while to get this at a reasonable price. So I was glad when I did get this particular figure. So I'll give you an overview in terms of articulation and things. So take that out of his hand. So to the head, on a nice ball joint, good range of movement there, very slight movement up and down. The arms are ball joint and hinged, but they do have limited range of motion just because of the way that the sculpt of the figure is, with this sort of horn and the top of the armor there, but it is there. We have a swivel joint at the elbow with a hinge, and then sort of halfway up the forearm we got a swivel joint there as well. So this figure has no wrist swivel or hinge there, so it is sort of halfway up the forearm that you get that movement there. And then we got a swivel joint to the midsection, no rocker on this one, just to the left or right. And then the legs are a swivel joint, again slightly hindered because of the sort of tunic to the front. And then to the lower part of the legs, it is a swivel joint to the knee area. No, there is a hinge there, but it's quite well hidden, so that's quite nicely done. And then to the legs, we have
a swivel joint, and that is also hinged, but again very nicely done, quite well hidden that. So you got a swivel to the feet and a hinge there as well. So very good articulation on this figure, and done in a way that it's you know, quite well hidden. So very nice looking figure that. This is probably one of my favourite figures from the Legacy collection. Be interested to see if we get this at some point on the vintage collection card. I suspect that we might. You know, we'll see. That's one thing to need to be aware of. Figures from the Legacy collection, a lot of the pins are quite prone to coming undone, so just be aware of that. But yeah, yes, you might get this on the vintage collection. Say Hasbro are quite keen to do repacks. Obviously, you know, easy money for them because they ain't got to do retooling and things. So I'd quite welcome a vintage collection card back for this figure. It'd be good to see, or maybe part of, you know, a free pack or something if they're going to re-release this figure. But traditionally, quite a rare figure. I think it goes to sort of maybe sort of more sort of $30 price range loose. Say in the UK, I'd sometimes see higher prices than that, but that's sort of the rough price you should be looking to pay for this figure. I hope you like this video review today. I'd be interested to hear your comments. Please hit that like button, and once again, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to see future Star Wars content. Many thanks for watching today. Thank you for watching my video today. If you'd really like to help support the channel, please give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment. This really does help grow the channel. Also in the description you'll see a link to my Redbubble page. Please consider visiting this for some cool merchandise. Anything you do buy will really go to help bring you exciting future content. Many thanks for watching.